Hey guys, it's been a while since I've had a little bitch fest on here. I really apologize. We've had a lot going on right now. We've had some home renovations being done while we're living in our home, so it makes it a little difficult to maneuver through the house, and I got to entertain the kids, and it makes it hard because there's like no room. But I think things are pretty much settled down as far as that goes. Been going at it pretty hard for the last 2 weeks, so yay! New stuff in my house. But I have had a rant that has been sitting on my head that I cannot wait to get off. People who take their jobs too seriously. This was triggered when I went to drop my son off at school, and I was driving to the pharmacy through a different school zone, and there's just this one lady who just drives me crazy. So my first job that I want to say is that people who are crossing guards take their job way too seriously. This lady is crazy. You know, you give her a fucking vest and a stop sign and a whistle, and she thinks she's a New York City cop that's conducting traffic. Not to say that crossing guards are not important, but, I mean, all you're doing is just standing in the fucking middle of the crosswalk holding up a sign. And she is conducting traffic, like, legit. Like, she's telling people who can and can't go, and she's, like, super serious, and she starts whistling at people if they're not doing... she's crazy. And she's not the only one. There are so many crossing guards that I've seen throughout my life that I'm just like, your job is... I mean, it's important, but it's really not that serious, you know? And they just drive me crazy. I don't understand why crossing guards think that they're cops, and they're not. Just like security guards. That's another group of people that drive me crazy, is security guards. We live in a community where we have security that patrols our properties, and they take their job way too seriously. They think they're cops, and they're not. They literally only have the authority to call the cops if there is a real problem, I guess. Like, if they see a crime happening, they can't do anything. They can only call 911 and tell them, oh, hey, guess what? There's a fucking burglar going into this house. And they only really have pepper spray. Some have guns, but I don't really know when they're allowed to use them. I've had security knock on my door in the middle of the night to ask if we were riding our quads. Bitch, our house is all dark. Like, we are going to bed. What the fuck do you think? No, I'm not riding a quad. Where the fuck do you see a quad out of my house right now? Do you see quad tires marks or tracks or anything in the street? No. Why the fuck are you asking me just because you heard it in this general area? Leave me alone. Like, you're not supposed to even knock on my door this late at night. Kind of the same category, I guess, is people who check your bags at amusement parks. Those people drive me fucking crazy. I had to sneak in a Lunchable for my son when I went to Universal Studios. Like, I had to fold it inside of my sweater and put it in my backpack and put a bunch of shit on top of it, like my sunblock and shit, just so I can sneak in his fucking Lunchable and some juice. Like, it's ridiculous. But I go to Disneyland, they welcome food, which I think is great, and I don't understand why amusement parks are so against, like, allowing you to bring some fucking Cheez-Its and a fucking Capri Sun in, but they are. But when I went to Disneyland, I happened to have a medication that my son was on. It required 2 separate glass cups, a spoon, and a pair of scissors for me to correctly use it. And I walked in Disneyland. They didn't even fucking blink an eye at my scissors or my glass or my spoon. Didn't think twice about it. Which makes me wonder how much shit's really getting through into our amusement parks. It's kind of scary to think about. Like, I just walked in with some sharp-ass scissors and they didn't even care. Like, what if I just happen to have a fucking knife under my belt? They don't even know. They don't even check. You know, but you go to Universal Studios, and if you have a fucking Lunchable, they stop your ass like you're bringing a bomb on a plane. Like, I don't understand. Ride operators, probably the most annoying of all the job people that take it too seriously, whatever you want to call them. They drive me crazy. Holy crap. Like, you stand in line for a ride for a good 45 minutes plus any given time, any place, any day of the week. It's not often you can go to, like, Magic Mountain and just jump on Goliath. But On those days where you go and it's semi-crowded and you do have to wait in a line, ride operators are like ridiculous. They want to split up your party. They don't want to let you, sit on the side you want to sit on. They want to fucking tell you after 45 minutes of standing like, oh, this person's too short when they were fucking tall enough when we started. Maybe they shrunk from fucking sweating their ass off and waiting all day for this fucking ride. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, your job is to push a fucking button and make the ride go. It's not that serious. And I know, like, okay, you have to be safe, but it's just a ride. You just push a button. Make sure people are latched in. It's not fucking rocket science. That's why they hire 16-year-old kids to work at fucking Magic Mountain. It's not a career. It's just like a summer job. So I don't really understand why these people tend to take their rides so seriously. Why do you care if I sit next to my fucking sister or some fat sweaty guy that was waiting in line with us? Like, I want to sit next to my fucking sister. I didn't wait an hour and a fucking half to sit next to some guy I don't even fucking know. I'm not going to enjoy my time. You're going to give me a free ride because you're an asshole? No. So those people pretty much drive me crazy. They take their jobs way too seriously. What are some of the jobs that you think people take too seriously and why? I would like to know. Let me know in the comments. Later, guys.